introduction about what is communication skill and what is power of expression. So here the two different terms are there, and somehow people do not get it. What is the main difference between the two? Two is power of expression and communication skill. Power of expression is a very even basic word through which we are going to express something. Whatsoever the content we have, you just speak on. But when we talk about communication skill, so it is a kind of a skill, it requires regular practice on it. Communication means that you speak something and others are getting it too. So suppose you speak something and others are not influenced with that. So it is only expression. It is expression only. But when you say that I am speaking and equally others are participating in that, others are interested in that, others are influenced with that. So now it becomes communication. Communication is a kind of bridge. And what is that bridge? It is the spoken part of yours. So here we are practicing communication skill and not the power of expression. Because the basic module of ours, when you are inducted in strength of the youth, even we test you on the ground of your power of expression. So without speaking anything, we cannot induct you. I hope that you are getting it.
Yes, sir.
So on your first interview, when you are interacted with me, so even certain rounds of questions were there?
Yes, sir.
And you expressed, so it means that it was power of expression. Even power of expression is the base of communication skill. So if you are able to speak something, then what I get to know, now you are even eligible to go for the further learning. And that further learning is communication skill. So with that different dimension of leadership, suppose that your pronunciation is very good and influential. Suppose your knowledge is very good and emphatic. And your whole personality is very effective. Then through this, you are going to communicate with your group members and friends, and even they are going to influence with that. So here you are not considered as a speaker only. You are not speaking for expression power. You are speaking for connecting you with others, one and others. So that even communication skill is a kind of advanced learning module. It is not power of expression. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So that presently we are going to talk on. So the debate topic was
Sir, digital globalization and opportunity or threat for the
digital globalization, whether it is an opportunity or threat. It is a very good and advanced topic. So what I expect that you people are going to contribute your very important and precious topics in that. So who is going to speak the first? Yes, Shiva. Very good. Everybody is participating in that.
Jai Hind, sir.
Put out your mask. Yes.
Jai Hind, sir.
Jay.
So what I think that the digital globalization is a threat for the nation, for our nation, because we are in a nation where we are living in a nation which is population is more than 130 crore. Then it is obvious that we are lacking in somehow the employment rate. So for that, if we are going to consider digital globalization in a existence, then it is obvious that we will have a challenge in the term of employment rate. So for that, if we are not going to consider it, then it is obvious that we will have an employment rate in a good manner.
So digital currency and employment rate, somehow it is not correlated, but actually how could I correlate it? Suppose there are many schemes of the government, and as we all know that even the schemes are not directly transferred to the individuals. So that if you are digitalized, if you are linked with bank accounts and Aadhaar card, even certain amount can be directly transferred to the individual. So that it is going to give the benefit of the employed people only. No, sir. Anybody else? Yes. Yes, sir. Stand up. Put out your mask. Jai.
Sir, my point on digital globalization is that I think that it is a threat for our threat, not but some demerits in it. Because, sir, when we talk about the globalization, digital globalization, it is the interconnection of different countries in purpose of trading. And if you will see that, the developed countries and underdeveloped countries, we see that the infrastructural development in developed countries is more, and in underdeveloped it is lacking. So when we come to the point that the digital globalization, we need digital media like computer, internet, mobiles, through which we can use it and do this means trading
Okay, it is also kind of good perception. Please, anybody else? Yes, Prashant.
Jain sir.
Jai Hind.
So I think that digital globalization is an opportunity for our nation because first of all it is a very easy and comfort way to get connected across the world, and it also saves the time. And I want to say one point that during COVID-19 pandemic, when whole the countries shut their door for the foreigners, that time we get connected with the whole world. We shared information regarding COVID-19, how to get cured with that, and also that time the global economy flowed that time. So this happens because of the digital globalization, and I think it is an opportunity.
Okay, so Kanaya. Actually, leaders supported only Prashant and Kanaya, so that even it is not the right of mine, because I cannot intervene in the highest privilege right of the leaders. He actually supported or even referred both of the name of yours, so that I am asking you. The rest is the part of leadership. Yes.
Jai Hind, sir. As per my perception, it's a kind of opportunity because digital globalization create a platform in which transmission of huge information businesses can be conducted globally in the shortest duration of time, and it is very cheap rate because at globalization the foreigner country pay to custom duty, which is depend upon the government of the that country, which is they can set in arbitrary manner. And we know that, sir, in the COVID pandemic, our economy does not much more affected like the financial crisis of 2008. So as I think it's a kind of opportunity.
Okay, it is also very good, and I think it is a correct point, Mr. Ram. As we all know that it is actually presently people are connecting it with the pandemic. Actually, without pandemic, we correlated. So digital, even globalization, it is a kind of opportunity when we interact with many of the people of the world. So actually, it broaden the market also, and because of that, we can get or earn the profit. So that it is a kind of opportunity. And third, many of the lines are there that you shared. So I'm going to shut it down. Clear? I hope that your leadership has done good work.
Yes, sir.
How
Debate on the caption that digital globalization an opportunity or a threat to the nation. So here we have two teams. Team A that is going to support that it is an opportunity to the nation, and Team B is going to support that it is a threat to the nation. So let's have a good discussion. That's all. Yes, start.
So good evening, coordinator, discipline charge, and all new present of you. Today our debate round and our question is digital globalization is an opportunity or threat for our country. So according to our point of views, digital globalization we are moving toward a new era, and the change is the rule of the world universe. So digital globalization is a part of our changes, and we can't ignore it. We should also accept it with full our heart and our soul. So it is an opportunity for our country. So we think that.
You are right, but are we prepared for that opportunity? No, we are not. More than half of our population is uneducated. They are not very much familiar with the technology. So how can we just move to digitalization? We cannot do that.
No.
Moreover, I would like to add to my point that the digitalization is not a very safe medium for us. Looking at the present situation of India, we use technology for pleasure without knowing how much it can cost us by data sharing or data leak. We have seen various cases. Prime Minister of India's account was hacked, and a post was released about the Bitcoin. If a Prime Minister is not safe, how can we say that?
When we talk about Bitcoin, I want to say that in our Indian budget 2022 to 2023 also mention about digital currency, and also our RBI said that we will took a digital currency in 223. So I think it is an opportunity.
But my friends, many of the people have no knowledge to how to use digital currency. Then how will they avail the benefit of this facility?
It is not like that. It is nothing like that, my dear friends. In present era, many people know that how to use digital currency.
Even it is an initiative. Digital globalization is an initiative for our country, and now it's the first step of our country. So many of the steps that the country already taken through the digital globalization. So every problem has a solution, and our country is ready. Our government is making people even aware people about the digital globalization. And in this pandemic, the human become a container of virus.
No,
So,
no, no.
so globalization is totally shut down. So we have only one option.
Globalization
Only
create
one
a
option.
huge
We have only one option.
will create
Digital
huge unemployment in
globalization.
our nation. We know that as the globalization, several multinational companies come in the country and set up the industry, so that lot of people get the employment.
My dear friends,
So
I want to say that
if we do digitally, then how it's possible? It's not. It's completely impossible to many people get the opportunity of to be employed.
My dear friends, I want to say that if any country will apply any industry, then definitely our country will become a employment, and also people will become
Digitalization, not-
If we emphasis on the digital globalization, then it's everything happening digitally.
Moreover,
How we get the
Moreover, it will hurt our human capital as well. If we are going to digitalize, we will care less about human capital as we have nowadays. We care for each other, we respect others, we meet them.
Okay, gentlemen, now I would like to request team 1 to conclude your points.
According to our conclusion, the digital globalization is an opportunity for our country, because now we are moving toward the digital era, new era, and it is a part of our life, it is a part of the development, so we can't ignore it, we should accept it. And many of the sections we can see that in our education sector, in our business sector, and many of the sector, we have an opportunity for the digital globalization. So it is an opportunity for our country.
So after the discussion, after the debate, we have reached to the notion that digitalization is not an opportunity. Instead, it's a threat to our nation. As a growing country, as a growing nation, we are not prepared to accept it. Moreover, everything has its own pros and cons. But in this case, the relation is not balanced, and the pros and the cons that it has undermines the pros. So we are of the view that it is a threat.